On guys, welcome back to Dave the Cooking Guy. My name's Dave and I'm the cooking guy. So I've been seeing a lot on Instagram this viral Caesar salad chicken sandwich, and I thought let's go ahead and try to make it and see how easy it is. All right, let's get into the ingredients. All right guys, so this is some of the ingredients we're working with here. First things first, get yourself some fresh bread. It could be a slice or loaf or any roll like this whatsoever. I got this at my local Publix. Next thing, we're gonna make some of this stuff actually fresh. So I got some fresh Parmesan cheese that we're gonna shred it up. It's gonna be phenomenal. Get yourself some head of romaine right here. This is gonna be great. This is gonna let us make the salad itself. Get you some Texas toast or any type of croutons. I like this one a lot, just the flavor on it's phenomenal. Next thing, any choice of chicken that you want whatsoever. So you can go ahead and get chicken breasts or whatever it is. I went with the boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I just think the chicken thighs have a little more fat on them, which gives you so much more flavor and juiciness on there. Next thing, your seasonings. So what we're working with, I got some black pepper, some sea salt, some Italian seasoning, smoked paprika, regular salt, garlic powder. And the last couple things, get yourself some breadcrumbs. Make sure you get the panko breadcrumbs. This is what I got here. This is what's going to give you that texture that we're looking for, that you're going to see here in the video. Lastly, two last things, we got the flour. All-purpose flour is all you need. And then last but not least, we got ourselves some olive oil. I went with the extra virgin. I always go with it, as well as just the flavor when you frying it compared to vegetable oil is going to be way better. First things first, guys. I made a mistake. I said head of romaine. It's actually hearts of romaine, but we're going to go ahead and start cutting this up. Chop it up in nice little bite sizes, as if you were going to have a salad. All right, make sure you pre-wash it before. I already went ahead and did so. Had it done earlier, just so that way I could have it dry out for a bit. Right there, you don't want too much after the butt. Let's go ahead, put this right inside the bowl here. Just like that, lovely. Let's get the other one right here, same exact thing, just chop it up in little bits and pieces, just like that. That should be good right there. Throw it in the bowl just like that. All right, next thing, we're gonna use the Parmesan cheese. We're gonna grate it. If you don't got one of these graters, I suggest you guys get this because it just makes life so much easier here. Plus, you get that fresh cheese rather than buying the prepackaged cheese, which has a lot of caking agent on it that prevents it from melting, especially when you want some cheese to melt and stuff like that. Once you get down there, you can actually go ahead and use this here. It saves so much time. It's made my life easier whenever I use this compared to the old-fashioned one. Let's see, just like that. Okay, we got a good amount in there. Let's see what we're working with. That's beautiful there. Just a little more because we're actually going to save some for later. Our next thing, we got our Parmesan freshly grated here. I'm going to go ahead and toss a good amount in there. Spin it around. That's good. We're going to save the rest for later. Next, we're going to add some croutons here. Now, you don't need too much, because you're going to have that bread in there too, so you don't want too much crunchiness in there. Just, a good fair amount for any salad that you ever had or wanted. All right, this is nicely stirred up here. We're gonna add our Caesar dressing here in a little bit. We're just gonna throw it back in the fridge so that way it stays cool and we don't have the salad get soggy or anything like that. The next thing we're gonna do, guys, after that, we're gonna go ahead and get our chicken. We're gonna go and get it prepped. So I got myself a little saran wrap here. I'm actually gonna wrap this chicken here. What I'm gonna do is flatten it. I got myself a nice little meat cleaver. Just gonna go ahead and hit it and start beating this meat right here, okay? Now you just want to make it thin enough where when we're frying this is going to cook quickly and you don't want to tear it apart, anything like that. Let's get the rest out of the way and we'll go to the next step. All right, guys, so I got everything laid out here. Got the flour laid out. I got the breadcrumbs here. I got myself some eggs. I went ahead and added salt, pepper, pretty much like same thing you do with scrambled eggs. And I got that Parmesan cheese I told you guys about earlier that we were going to save for later. and then all our seasons and spices here. So let's first start with the flour. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some smoked paprika here. This is not gonna be spicy at all. It's just gonna add a good amount of little flavor there. That's what we're looking for. That's perfect there. Next, we got some Italian seasoning. The more the merrier. I know the breadcrumbs already have it, but we're actually just gonna add a little more just so it helps out. Let me get this out here, just so it's easier. There we go, that's beautiful there. Next couple things we're gonna add, we got ourselves our garlic powder, same thing, throw a nice little fair amount on there. This is gonna help out for sure. You're gonna get some more flavor here. That should be good. Get ourselves salt. We always need the salt on there. Beautiful. And last thing we're gonna do is add some black pepper on there, some ground black pepper. Go ahead, throw that on there, just like that. That should be good. We're gonna go ahead and mix this all around here. So I already got a fork right here on the side. Just mix it up. You're gonna see that flour start turning a little bit different colors with all that seasoning in there. Make sure you get all those pockets where the flavors are at, all the season. Kind of stir it around so it's all equally distributed here, just like that. Beautiful and lovely. Get all those big chunks out of there. And once we got most of them out, just like that, kind of flatten it up just so it's easier when we're gonna lay our chicken down here. All right, next thing I said, we have our breadcrumbs here. Got myself some Parmesan cheese. I'm just gonna throw a good amount in there. Same thing, gonna stir it around. We'll probably add a little more at the end, right before we fry it here. Kind of spread it out evenly. We're gonna stir that around as well. So same thing, just stir, stir, stir. Just like that. Get a couple pieces of cheese on there. It's gonna build a nice little crust as well. And we can also add to it every time we throw our chicken in there, add some more cheese on top afterwards. All right, and like I said, last thing we got is our eggs that we scrambled, pretty much like we're making scrambled eggs over here, a little salt and pepper. Let's get right into that. So I got my chicken thigh, gonna throw it in the flour just like that. Pat it nice. Let's make sure we get everything coated. You might see some of the sides might not get coated, stuff like that. So just don't be shy. Make sure it's all coated all around. Give it another flip. Pat it on there. Make sure all that flour and all that seasoning adheres to this perfectly. Just like that. All right, lovely. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our chicken breast. We're gonna throw it right into the eggs. Just make sure it gets all covered, all wet. Sometimes, you know, when you throw it in here, it might stay dry on some sides. So you just wanna make sure you're getting that completely covered in the egg wash here. And then we're gonna throw that into our breadcrumbs, just like that. We're gonna pat it nicely because we're gonna make sure that that's all covered there on the bottom. Give it a nice little twirl here. Oh, that's beautiful, look at that. And if you see spots that don't have any breadcrumbs, don't be afraid, your hand's already dirty. Just go ahead, start putting it in there, start patting it in there just like that. Flip it around, see what we're working with. We got some spots here. The same thing, just grab some, pat it, grab some, pat it. So you make sure that this is all covered completely in breadcrumbs. This is what's gonna give us that crust right there that we're gonna see at the final product. That's just gonna be phenomenal. Nice little crunchy product here. All right, one more little spot. Let's see what we're working with here. That looks just about good. Pat everything down, just like that. Put it on the side, and we're gonna repeat the process with the other ones, all right? Alrighty, so I got the oil warming up here in the frying pan. Got the olive oil. You just wanna put a good amount, you know, because you're gonna do a shallow fry on here, so just enough to cover pretty much the bottom half of it, and then we're gonna rotate that. And I got the grill fired up here because we're gonna toast our bread, put it on the grill just so we can get it nice and crunchy, all right? All right, so I think the oil is ready. Good little telltale sign here. If you get yourself a little piece of the panko breadcrumbs, throw it in there. See, it starts to fry. It's just about ready. Let's just heat it up because once we throw that chicken in there, it's actually gonna cool down just a little bit. All right, so I think we're ready. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get the first one here. start frying them up. Beautiful. Make sure that heat's nice and low. You don't want to cook it too quick and then you got some raw chicken. Keep an eye on it. You can already see how it's starting to form a nice little crust around the outside. We're just going to keep an eye on it. Check our bread in the meantime, see where we're at. All right, getting there. Probably another minute or two, and then we'll be ready for our bread to take it off. All right, so we took the bread off the grill here. Let's check and see how the undercarriage is looking on this. Oh, that is beautiful right there. You got that golden color there. You can see that crust. That's what we're looking for there. Remember how I said that shallow fry where you can see how the oil is not completely covering it. It's just right to midway on the bottom of it. Guarantee that you get a good cook all around while you're not burning it up or anything like that. All right, so this one here should be just about done. Get a good grip on this. Don't want this masterpiece to fall down. Look at that there. Shake off any excess oil, just like that. Last thing you want to do while this is still hot, you got that grease on there sizzling. You kind of see a little bit of the bubbles here. Get some nice sea salt grinder. Just grind a little bit on there. Lastly, you got any leftover Parmesan that we had earlier, you go ahead and throw some on there too. It's not a must, but it definitely does make it a lot better. Give a nice little extra crust and flavor on there, just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same with the rest of them, and then we'll meet you guys inside. Alrighty guys, here's the finished product of the chicken. I mean, you can just see how phenomenal this turned out. You got a nice little golden color on there, all around the crust, everywhere around it completely. Parmesan cheese, you know, melted just a little bit, not too much obviously because we didn't throw it in the fryer. It was right after it came out of the oil. But man, look, you can just hear this. You can hear that crust, just how phenomenal and crunchy that is right there. So let's go ahead, build our sandwich. I already went ahead and threw the salad dressing into the salad, whatever you want. If you want ranch, do ranch. I went with the Caesar salad at Kent's Steakhouse. Shout out to them. They make phenomenal types of different dressings and sauces. So went ahead and mix it up, put it to your liking, and that's it. And then let's go ahead and build our sandwich. All right, guys, so this is the final product here. Check it out. We got our Caesar salad on top. We got the bread roll there. You can see the breadcrumbs, how golden it is with the Parmesan cheese underneath it as well. I'm excited to dig in, so let's go ahead and try and see how it is. All right, make sure it's good there. Get a nice good bite. I want to make sure I get a good bite here. That is just phenomenal. The crunchiness on it, the chicken, you taste everything. It is so great. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and give a like, subscribe, drop a comment so we can make more videos showing you guys how easy it is.